There we go.
All right, I'm live with John DiTulio in the iHeart Media van because it's so...
Billy, it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculously cold, right?
I'm doing shifts. I'm going 5 in, 5 out, 5 in. That's what I'm doing up until first pitch. No, seriously.
5 minutes in, 5 minutes out.
Can't handle it anymore.
Yeah. John DiTulio and I are at the Red Wings game. 50-degree guarantee. Johnny, do you think they're going to hit the 50-degree guarantee?
Maybe by the end of the game. They got no shot at hitting this until later in the game. Now, around 3:30, possibly. Wind chill, it's got to be somewhere about low 30s. But right now, Mace better start preparing to give a ticket out to everybody who came to this game.
I feel bad because I really thought that they were going to be able to hit the 50-degree guarantee. It seemed like an easy thing to do. And here we are. We're periscoping live from the iHeart van.
I love this thing. But
Doug's on his way down.
You're just on the cutting edge, Billy.
Well, we like to be on the cutting edge.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If the sun comes out and the wind stops, then it'll hit 50. If not, they got no shot.
All right, so right now, just know that if you need to come down here, I would suggest hat, gloves. But look, it's opening day. It's a lot of fun. It's baseball.
Yeah.
It's Rochester, New York. Yeah, hit those hearts. Hit the hearts. We like hearts. Just touch your screen and send us some hearts. John DiTullio and I live from here. Bring a blanket. Doug, I suggest you bring a blanket. That would be a good thing. Get a nice cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee to keep you nice and warm there, right?
Right here.
There it is.
Right here, buddy.
Johnny's got it. Big old thing. That's it, Johnny.
It's what it's about.
So, Tools, let me ask you this. What was your inspiration? Who was your inspiration when you were getting into sportscasting and sports
Brett
growing up?
Musburger. When I was
Brett
a young kid.
Musburger,
Brett
really?
Musburger, when I was 8, 9 years old. Two guys, Howard Cosell, but really Musburger had that enthusiasm that I loved. And I think if I say I copied anybody, I just thought he made it fun to watch sports. And that's where so for me, that's where I get my energy and having fun. It's a lot from Brett Musburger growing up.
Did you want to do play-by-play and things like that? Yeah.
Play-by, because really, sports talk didn't exist 40 years ago. So I wanted to do play-by-play and do sports on TV. But I really wanted to be a play-by-play guy. Yeah. Musburger was my man.
And you've done play-by-play. You do all the RIT hockey
games, we do RIT hockey on TV. I did some in college at Penn State. But I do, when I'm on TV doing RIT, kind of harken back, Musburger. I get excited. But Brett Musburger had a big impact on me, no doubt.
Did you ever meet Brett Musburger?
No, never did. And I think today, despite I think he may be in his early 70s, I think he's at the top of his game. I really think he is the best play-by-play college football guy out there. Keith Jackson's the best of all time, but today, for my money, it's Brett Musburger.
You know, today is a lot of, in addition to opening day for the Rochester Red Wings, college spring football. Yeah. You know, here we go. Yep. And I kept watching some stuff this morning on ESPN, and they were talking about Florida without Winston.
Yes.
Right, Jameis Winston. And he's, obviously looking to go into the NFL draft, and they're going to start this thing on ESPN called Draft Life.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yep, you got it.
I mean, this looks pretty cool, but where do you see him going in the draft, and who do you see him going to?
He's going number one to Tampa Bay. Of the two quarterbacks, him and Marcus Mariota, to me, Winston is ready to play. He's in a pro-style set. He's went to Florida State. He's close to Tampa. It just makes so much sense on so many levels for Tampa Bay to select him 1 overall. Where Marcus Mariota goes, that remains to be seen. Tennessee, possibly a 2, could go to the Jets, could go to there's like 8 other teams he could end up with. But for me, Winston's going to Tampa Bay, number 1 overall.
It's Bill Moran and John DiTulio live from the iHeart Media van because it's a little chilly out here at opening day at the Rochester Red Wings.
Ridiculous out there.
Rochester Red Wings. And since John's a big sports guy, Brett Musburger, we just heard, was his big inspiration. But when it comes to the draft, where do you see the Bills going and who will they possibly pick? I mean, this is exciting. So many changes on that staff. And, look, the one thing that I think a lot of people have a question mark about with the Pagulas owning the team, right? We look at what's happening with the Sabres. They're fighting for last place.
Yes.
The worst in the league.
Yep.
What is going on? And will the Bills, with all these improvements, do you see them markedly improving? Where do you see them taking
Well,
in the
there's
draft?
2 areas that they need to improve still. Number 1 would be along the offensive line, and number 2 would be a quarterback. Those are the 2 positions that, for me, Matt Castle and Tyrod Taylor, I guess they tried to address. But for the Bills, they need a tackle, they need a guard, and they need a quarterback. They could take a quarterback in the 2nd round. The kid out of Baylor, Bryce Petty could be the guy.
Uh-huh.
So I wouldn't rule out the Bills taking a quarterback on the 2nd day on Friday, which would be rounds 2 and 3. But an offensive lineman, I know it sounds boring, but that's where they need to address it. I wouldn't rule out the fact that they could roll the dice and try to trade back into the 1st round. if we learned anything from Doug Whaley, that he is a gunslinger in terms of making trades, and the Pagulas now, they've got bottomless pits of money. So they're they could trade back into the first round because they can throw money at anybody. I wouldn't rule that out either.
All right, we're live from the Frontier Field in the iHeart van. It is a commemorative day for all the first responders here. I don't know if you go to my Twitter, Bill 105 at Bill Moran 105, you'll be able to see the Red Wings cap that they have this year, a very for opening day, a commemorative cap. And Amy Pearson, Officer Daryl Pearson, the late Officer Daryl Pearson, who was shot and killed in the line of duty, his wife is going to be throwing out the first pitch today, the commemorative first pitch. So come on down. I mean, look, I know it's cold, but it's Rochester.
Yeah.
We're hardy people. Get yourself a nice cup of Dunkin' Donuts coffee and join us at the game. And John and I will be on the field throwing out some T-shirts. And all the games are on, how many of the games are on Fox Sports 1280? Like 140?
Just about almost every game is on Fox Sports 1280. So we'll carry most of them, maybe a few day games here and there during the week. You may not find them on our station, but just about every other game will be on Fox Sports 1280, as they've been on for many, many years now.
All right, we are live from the iHeart van. Thanks for watching on Periscope.
Love this.